So, just back home from my live walk at Spopikami this morning, and I received message and email from my friend John Nightingale, who's been keeping very abreast with some of the latest on the COVID-19 issues and regulations and all of this. And there has been a new posting to the Alberta.ca website in regard to travelers and people who've been returning to Canada from elsewhere. And so let's see, I'll just read through it, what it says here. So this is travel advice. This is the latest posted on the Canada.ca website. There are instructions for travelers with symptoms that include the mandatory isolation. And then there is instructions for the traveler without symptoms, which I believe myself to be, which is a mandatory quarantine. And so it says, if you have recently returned to Canada and you have no symptoms, you must quarantine. And then in brackets, self-isolate yourself. This is mandatory. You are at risk of developing symptoms and infecting others. This means you must go directly to your place of quarantine without delay and stay there for 14 days. Do not go to school, work, or other public areas in commuting settings or community settings. Monitor your health for symptoms of COVID-19. Arrange to have someone pick up essentials like groceries and medications for you. Do not have visitors. Stay in a private place like your yard or balcony if you go outside for fresh air. Keep a distance of at least 2 arms length, approximately 2 meters from others. You can take public transportation to your place of self-isolation after you arrive in Canada, but you must not stop on the way home and practice physical social distancing at all times. Violations of any instructions provided to you when you entered Canada could lead up to 6 months in prison and or $750,000 in fines. So, given these updated instructions, it does seem that I am no longer allowed to go on coolie walks and such. It does seem that I have to stick to the house, me and Chelsea, and that if we want to go outside, it's going to be in the backyard and such. So, because I am all in agreement with cooperating with the government regulations, and have been from the start. This publication makes it pretty clear, and this is the first one to say this, that I can only go in the backyard. So I'm going to follow it until the 14 days are up, or that instruction changes. But obviously, without risking imprisonment or hefty fines, I cannot go to the coolies anymore. Seems ridiculous to me, but at the same time, Canada's keeping its numbers down, for the COVID thing. It's doing pretty good, my understanding. So best stick with the program, and I just wanted to go ahead and make the update right away because I know I got critics who've already tried to get me in trouble with authorities over going outside. Now I have learned of an update on the Alberta.ca website this morning, and I am going to adhere to those rules until they change. There you go. You win. I'm home.